Good everybody, my name is Conrad and welcome back to more Subnautica Below Zero news. Now, this episode we have some stuff about the new voice acting, and we also have some stuff towards the end about original plans for interactions with Alan. If you don't know who Alan is, this is a big story spoiler. He's sort of like the Precursor mind, because you know in Subnautica 1 they uploaded their sort of minds to a database when the Kara outbroke so that they could continue existing in a non-physical world. Basically, Alan is one of the precursors that's disembodied and he interacts with you, and I think part of the story is to actually go and collect body parts for him, to make him physical again, to place his consciousness back into a physical body, because there's a lot of references to body parts throughout the game files that we've seen so far, so it looks like part of the game is going to be to find him a body. Essentially, to begin with, we have some voice acting for the first 7 minutes or so of the game, so the first act, or however they want to describe it, of the game. Obviously this is spoilers, so don't watch this if you don't want to know anything, but the voice acting sounds brilliant. I still think they need to add some effects to it, like having it underwater, having it muffled and stuff like that, but for the moment the voice actors sound good. We'll go through this video that's just been released by Tom Joubert. I won't go through all of it because that would not be fair use, so I'm just going to leave a link to it in the description so you can go and watch it for yourself without me commentating over it, but I will also stop it at points just to analyse anything that we see. So let's get going. So as you can see, the base that you start at is actually really quite big. It has lots of rooms, you can see into windows and stuff. I'm assuming that thing just ahead of us is a lab. It looks awesome, and there's also loads of ice and snow on the sort of catwalk thing, which looks great. And also, you might notice there are some exosuits. There's a pair of exosuits on the ground there. So whether we'll be able to use them or not, the one on the right doesn't look like it's got any arms, so that's potentially not usable. But the one on the left looks like it's in working order, unless I'm not seeing something.
Station 0, this is Vesper. Come in.
Hi, Sam.
We lost contact with Jeffries up at the research site.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Understood?
You know, the formal bit's cute, but we've shared a room. Would it kill your career to act like we'd met before?
Robin, you know these conversations are monitored.
I don't care who knows it's cute. I've been here 2 weeks, we've hardly spoken.
Because you went straight to the planet. Find Jeffries, chat later.
Yes, Mom.
So yeah, Jeffries, as far as we know, is another person that's on the planet with you, working for Alterra. And he's got lost, or he can't be contacted, or something like that, and that's sort of, I believe, what the crux of the story is about, is finding Jeffrey, and on the way you encounter Alan and all these other people. Well, people is not the right word, but you encounter all these other things. By the way, also, those pink flower things, they're called thermal lilies. They are so cool. They sort of look at you as you walk past. Awesome, awesome plants. This bit looks absolutely incredible. The graphics are stunning. Best I've ever seen. From Subnautica, of course. But honestly, the lighting looks amazing.
Access denied. Further efforts will be denied forcefully. Concede, Robin Hoodoo.
How'd you know my name? I come in peace. Sam, the building just powered up. It spoke to me.
Are you safe? It's never done that before.
I'm fine. No sign of Jeffries.
I've got an electrical storm on the sensors.
I think it's already here.
That cavern isn't stable. I want you to get back to...
Sam? Damn it!
Yeah, so this is where it all starts to go wrong. Lightning strike there, and then it blocks off our exit back to the way that we came in. So obviously you have to find a different way around, which is what leads you to the ice lake. So then, as you see, you get over to the ice lake, you're about to go up the ladder, and then the ice collapses, plunging you into the very, very, very cold depths. It'd be cool if at this point maybe there was some gasping or something, because obviously you're going to have cold shock unless you're wearing some sort of cold suit, which... Well, I mean, her hands are out, so she's going to be really cold. So I'd just like to point out the weather looks absolutely amazing. The fog and the snow and everything looks awesome. Really, really atmospheric.
Robin, come in.
I copy. I'm out in open water.
Stay where you are. I'm sending a rescue shuttle.
No, I'm okay. I just need shelter.
Oh my god. That's a spy penguin. I think that's a spy penguin? Hang on. Okay, no, I thought that was a spy penguin. It's just a penguin with no animations for some reason, I'm assuming. That confused me for a second. I think, why are there spy penguins just going around by themselves? Because it also looks like they're planted into the iceberg on sort of a rod thing. Wouldn't make a lot of sense. But no, it's not a spy penguin. It's just a pengling, which is the name of the baby penguins.
Fine, I'm sending a temporary habitat instead. Look up.
Thank you, Sam.
Call me when you get there.
Yeah, okay. Either I'm very confused or the baby penglings don't actually have any animations at the moment because they're just jetting around completely still. That's quite funny. But no, I don't think they have any animations yet. So then the supply crate thing lands, and then you pop in and you have another conversation.
New blueprint acquired.
Sam, I'm at the habitat. Any word on Jeffries?
Nothing yet.
And the facility? It said my name. I need to know why.
I know. Make something to eat. Get equipped.
So yeah, that is basically all of that conversation. That's the new voice acting. Sounds awesome. Can't wait to hear the rest of the game with them. It's really not long until the game comes out soon. It's going to be out very, very, very soon. Next up, this is a very old video from May 2018, so not actually that soon after they released Subnautica 1. This is some gameplay from the original sort of builds and the way they were going with this. Now, Alan is in this, the Precursor thing. Obviously, they probably will have changed a lot of stuff. I don't know if they're still going in the same direction, but just keep in mind this is really old, so things probably, or almost definitely, will have changed from this. There's no voice acting for this, obviously, because it's really old, but I'll read you the interaction from the Sanctuary and the player, because that might give you a bit of context. So, as we heard in the old one, the Sanctuary starts off by saying, "Human Robin Goodall, you're at my mercy, concede." Then player says, "What?" And then it says, "Concede to my will." The player says, "I come in peace." Sanctuary, peace, absence of hostility, sufficient. So obviously he's just looked up the definition. Are you alive or a computer? There is no difference. What do you want? What do you want? I want to talk with you. Your turn. I want you to stay here. On the planet? In this room, forever. Not a room, but whatever. Why? Because if your people discover my existence, they will take me apart seeking the source of my power. You know Alterra? It is what I would do. I can't stay here forever. I'll die, then more people will come. If you do not stay, I will destroy your orbital station. That's the Vesper he's talking about. Since it threatens you so greatly, why not do it right now? This course permits me to study you further. I don't believe you. I think you're scared and you need me. Then I will destroy you. I think Alan's bluffing. I'm experiencing network difficulties. Stay where you are. Look, stop a moment and let me help you. I don't want Alterra to take you apart either. Hell, if you're what I think you are, then this is huge. I don't have to tell Alterra what happened here. Why would you betray your people for me? Well, I don't call it betrayal, for God's sake. I spent my life trying to discover a spacefaring civilization. I don't owe this moment to Alterra. They sent you here to retrieve the computer core. Analyzing the core would provide them with proof of my existence. I cannot allow that. If I go back empty-handed, they'll wonder why. I'll provide a false core. And then what? What's your end game? Always the same, survival by any means. You'll be informed if you can be of further use. Now go. You're fortunate your being an ass doesn't affect my ideals. Okay, so then there's another interaction with the Sanctuary. Robin Goodall, I've formulated a scheme for my survival in which you are instrumental. How are you contacting me? Alterra monitors my comms. They cannot hear us. What do you need? A body. Mine has been disposed of. I don't have a spare one. You must gather the necessary components and construct one. There exists a facility for this purpose. Where? I'm experiencing network difficulties. It's like when you talk to an Alexa and she disconnects from the internet. Of course you are, but listen, I need something to call you. My kind does not use words that way. For your purposes, you may append my seed code and to an abbreviation of your species designation. You may call me Alan. Or Al-An, but it's Alan. I've waited my entire life to meet a spacefaring alien, and you're telling me your name is Alan. That is what I'm telling you. Alright, Alan, I'll see what I can do. And then it talks about the Vesper, and Robin's getting annoyed because Sam's being all formal and stuff. And then it turns out the CEO is on the line. Called Maxim. Maxim Plenty is the name of the CEO of Alterra, I'm assuming. So it turns out the alien core that he gave us was damaged because we dropped it apparently. So we say no, it is perhaps damaged in transit. The alien structure you were assigned to, you somehow turned it on after everyone else failed and it said your name. Now this core you send up is useless. What is happening down there, Goodall? I would ask your colleague, only he has disappeared. I think that's talking about Jeffries. I don't pay you to send me worthless alien junk. I pay you to find out how it works so I can sell it. Capitalism. Okay, so then you get a little research briefing thing from the CEO, which has been sent down. There are apparently 96 people on the Vesper, but Sam is the only one who you talk to. And there are 37 other people on 4546B, which is pretty cool to know. So it says active research programs in your sector include an enzyme 42 synthesis program. Fresh samples of naturally produced enzyme are requested. A possible enzyme source identified in your sector. Leviathan genetic research program. Genetic samples from deceased Leviathan research specimen are requested. Due to recent ice flow, its position is unknown. So that is potentially talking about a frozen Leviathan. Which, yes, please. Search and rescue, J. Jeffries, that's the one we're doing, I think. And data retrieval, research base Omega. Omega base was abandoned 3 weeks ago. Due to increased local threat levels, research data at the base may prove vital to our efforts. So that's pretty much it for all of that stuff. But there is one more thing that I'm not going to cover in this video because it's really, really long. And I don't know what I would pick out to show you. Essentially, Tom Joubert, again, he's doing everything recently, which is strange because he didn't really do a lot on the sort of revealing stuff for Subnautica 1 side. He put out on Twitter a ciphered URL for a Google Docs document which contains some of the script for Below Zero, and obviously, of course, within a few minutes of it being uploaded, people have already discovered what the link was. And I'm going to put it in the description. It's really, really long, so if you have a good hour or so to read through it, then you can. Basically, it goes through the entire story, and it even includes an ending. It's not an ending in full, but it does have the ending. So if you want to spoil it for yourself, I will put the link in the description, but I'm not going to talk about it here because I know some of you don't mind about the beginning and the middle stuff, but I don't want to spoil the ending for you. So if you really want to know the ending, go into the description, click on the Google Docs link, and it will take you to it. Obviously, it's not all final, but this is from the developers, so who knows what's going to happen. But I'm going to leave it here, guys. That's pretty much all I have for today, and yeah. Thanks so much for the support on the channel recently. We've been going really, really fast, actually, and all the videos have been getting tons of views, which is quite a nice change. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Make sure you subscribe if you want to stay up to date with Subnautica Below Zero. But until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra, my friends.